This is the Level Up Podcast. I'm Taylor Petrinovich.
And I'm Kelly Gilster of 618 Studios.
And we are on a mission to help wedding filmmakers and photographers level up their businesses so you can make more and work less.
We want to help you confidently take your business from mainstream to luxury, and it all starts right here. Well, hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining us for another conversation. But I will say this is not just another conversation, because over the last few weeks, we have been teasing that Taylor and I have something really exciting. And this is officially announcement week. Taylor, how are you before we get into things?
I'm like a starting quarterback on game day. I'm not into sports, and I think that makes sense. But that's how I feel. I'm just like so excited. Get that bucket full of Gatorade and ready to pour on the coach's head, because we are going to tackle this one for sure. Okay, that's let's exit the football analogy because that's all I got. But
the tackle really took it to another level, but good for you.
I'm so excited, you guys. If you have been listening for a while, you know that our heart is really for the wedding industry and really helping each and every person within our community and people who are new to the community as well, take their businesses to that next level, to not only feel so inspired by our work, but build a really long-lasting career. Longevity is a big one for us, and a highly profitable one. And last week we talked all about how relationships are really the key to all of those things. Really, truly, it's so important. And so we've been teasing a little bit of this big announcement we have coming up. But before we get into the announcement, this episode is going to be talking about 3 reasons why we think that the best thing for your business in 2025 is to join a networking community. Kelly, what are your thoughts here?
It's so funny that you asked, because we are incredibly excited to announce League. Taylor, what is League?
You guys, League has been our baby that we've been keeping hidden from the world until this very moment. It is a brand new offer we are bringing to the wedding industry. And essentially, at the core of what it is it's a membership community. And it is the wedding industry's premier networking hub. We have been feeling like a membership has been something that's been missing from the Level Up Co. for the last probably year. And what we are really wanting is to have it be, it's a year-long membership where you can kind of hop in at any time. So it's very different from our mastermind program. Mastermind, everyone starts on week 1 together, and we're going through a predetermined curriculum and going through a complete revamp of your business from the inside out, from branding, marketing, the way you approach weddings, workflows, everything you need to take your business to the next level. And we definitely talk about networking, but we find that networking is something that people need a slightly longer hand-holding experience. And so we are bringing League to the industry. It is the wedding industry's premier networking hub, because not only is it a place where we are going to be connecting you with those high-level relationships that you really need to springboard yourself into the next level, but we are also going to be providing really amazing networking related instruction on how to maximize your time and your skills when it comes to the networking arena. So we're really excited for League. We've actually been beta testing it for around the last 5 to 6 weeks with an initial 50 members. And this is the very first time we're going to be opening the doors to the general wedding industry community. Now, this is not everyone can just hop in. We are going to be walking people through an application process, and we're going to be really discerning on who we think this is a good fit for based off of some criteria, and who is going to be a value add to the community in general, because as much as people are putting into the community, we want them to be adding to the community as far as helping others and connecting with others as well. But we are just so excited. We have some really amazing content already created in the library from the beta round, so that as soon as you hop in, there's stuff that you can go and consume. But yeah, so Three reasons why joining a networking community like League here in 2025 are so clear to us at the Level Up Co. And we want to make them really abundantly clear to you as well. And the first one is you just simply need to connect with key creative partners in your own market if you're doing local weddings, or across the country if you're going to do destination work. We talked last week about how not all relationships are created equal, and just a little DM on Instagram, sadly, in 2025 is just not going to cut it. It takes a little bit more. So, what League brings to the table is these connection sessions, these connecting weeks where once a month we'll do a connection session. So, based off of where you are in the country or what your goals are, we will be connecting you with like-minded creatives that can foster those relationships. And what we're looking to do is not only plant seeds of relationships, but help you water those relationships as well and strengthen them.
Yes, absolutely. And like Taylor said, you're going to be able to find people within this hub that are within your local market, maybe people that you haven't had a chance to connect with, and also throughout the country. So if you are looking to, maybe become like a bi-coastal business and connect your West Coast business, you want to get more on the East Coast, you're going to be able to really effectively network and connect with creatives that are on the East Coast or vice versa. Another reason why it's so important to be a part of a networking hub is that Taylor and I are truly your guides, your instructors, and the ones that are going to help you really cultivate the skills that you need in order to maximize your networking efforts. There's a lot of etiquette that goes into this. There's the right way to go about networking, and there's the wrong way to go about networking. And Taylor and I are going to be within this hub sharing what really works when it comes to networking. What are the things that are going to lead to, lasting relationships, referrals that are going to lead to, just being able to work at a higher caliber within this industry.
Yeah, I feel like the skills is something that is really missing, because whether you're an extreme extrovert or an extreme introvert, there can be ways that we kind of go about our daily lives and our personal lives, interacting with friends or people in public, that may not translate to the wedding industry and to these like networking opportunities. And so just kind of learning these things so that you, A, don't embarrass yourself. You guys, I've embarrassed myself plenty of times, and B, like really maximize it. So, or maximize every opportunity you have is going to be a game changer. But not only are we teaching you skills related to networking and how to really, secure your approach and refine your approach, but we're also going to be really heavily walking people through which forms of networking are the best fits for your own business. And you can do like a self-analysis based off of like some criteria we give you, and like do some reflection there. But as we talked about in last week's episode, there are so many ways to approach networking, and there's so many options, and not all options are created equal. And all of us are in different stages of business and have different goals. And so really identifying which ways or which forms of networking are going to be the absolute best fit for you and give you the most ROI, the most return on your investment of not only your dollars, but your time. Time is something that just, you can't
Get
like
back.
speed up the networking game. It just takes X amount of hours and you just have to put it in. And so we want every hour and every minute to be utilized to its fullest, right? So we're going to be helping you identify which networking. And actually, this is like, I love, so my most favorite thing to do is just sit on the couch with my laptop and just be like typing away and like tinkering. And I've actually created a really incredible US map that is sectioned out into 10 major sections of the US based off of where the highest budgets of weddings are. And we've gone in and identified where the networking is happening, all the different options, all the different things that you can do, so that you can immediately just be like, okay, I'm based in New Hampshire. Boom. All of the ones in that region are available. I'm based in Austin, Texas. Boom. All of those ones are available for you there. So you can kind of like quickly see like where you can kind of leverage different existing networking opportunities for you. So that's something that we really love. But the connecting is huge. And I feel like there's never too many connection points. I feel like the more connection points that you can stack in your own business, the better the results are going to be. You can't expect to meet one person one time and like have that be business changing. Like it takes repetition and it takes some level of volume for that to translate into actual bookings. And also, things can take time. A relationship that you created in 2022 may just now be resulting in bookings here in 2025. So, keeping all of those things in mind, I think that getting going right now with really entering the networking game really strongly and in a refined way is going to be a game changer for everyone's business here in 2025. Um,
Absolutely. And I can take the third and final one.
yeah.
The third and final one is we are going to be teaching you within League how to stand out in a crowded room. I actually heard this analogy somewhere. I don't know if it was TikTok, I don't know if it was a podcast or Instagram, but there was someone that had this wonderful analogy of, let's say you show up to a party and you're wearing the same dress as everyone else, and then you walk away from the party wondering why no one noticed you or why, you didn't stand out. And it was because you were wearing the same dress as everybody else, or you showed up with the same approach that everybody else does. And so Taylor and I really just want to be sure that, with the etiquette that we give you on how to network successfully, and then also, identifying really clearly what are the networking events and other communities, whatever they are in your local market, are going to be the ones that are going to really be ones that you'll stand out in. Because there's going to be times in your business where you're going to maybe outgrow a certain community, or maybe in year 1 or 2, this one is going to be really great to like kick off your networking game.
Yeah, through different like seasons of business, you're going to need to take a different approach and a different strategy and like really maybe seek out different opportunities as you grow.
Yes, yes. And then being sure that you're standing out like in that, So if you are deciding that you're in year 1 and you're going to go to engage, like I hate to break it to you, but like you're probably not really going to stand out in all of the right ways. There's a certain time and a place, and with our networking etiquette in place and having the connections of everybody else in League in your local market and across the country, it's really going to allow you to shine when you get in the room and be a big differentiator, honestly.
Yeah. And you guys, that we're not going to like have you wear a funny hat or an extravagant outfit. That's not how we're helping you stand out. We're helping you stand out in the most refined and polished, poised, and professional way possible. Wow. That was a lot of P's. I did not have that prepared. Again, with
Another
P's.
P, prepared. Hey, Level Up listeners, if you want to start booking 5-figure weddings, then it's time to start curating a 5-figure experience. Get started today with our Client Experience Bundle. Charging higher rates and booking higher quality weddings both require elevating your client experience, and our bundle is going to help you do just that. We are here to equip you with everything you need to impress your high wealth clients and full service wedding planners. With this guide, you are going to save yourself hours of troubleshooting and years of potential setback. Now, with this client experience bundle that we've put together for you, you're going to have everything at your fingertips to elevate your communication and your processes both pre-wedding day and post-wedding day. This bundle not only includes email templates, but it also includes a customizable proposal template and professional guides. If you're looking to upsell your clients to serve them really well without feeling salesy, we also include polished and professional templates that provide your client with a feeling that you have their best interest at heart while helping you increase your profits. One of my favorite things about this bundle is that it includes our style guide. Dressing for the occasion demonstrates to your client and the creative team that you respect their event and also showcases a team player mindset. It's truly an incredible resource. Head over to thelevelupco.com/shop and position yourself at the top of the market and grab our client experience bundle today.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about it, but basically, in a nutshell, what a networking hub and a networking community like League is going to do for you is it's going to remove the guesswork of who you should be connecting with, how you should be connecting with them, and what you should do to get in the room, whether that be a virtual room or an in-person room. It's going to prepare you to make the most of your networking time and dollars because, you guys, let's face it, networking is a huge investment and we don't want it to go to waste, both your time and your money. And it's going to connect you with not only other wedding photographers and filmmakers across the country and in your own local area, but with planners as well. And as we all know, they kind of hold the keys to the best weddings ever. So you can submit an application for League by going to thelevelupco.com/league, LEAGUE. in case you're like me and maybe had to Google to make sure you're spelling that correctly. But really quickly, I just want to rattle off a little bit of what our members can expect and what is included in League. Because again, I do not want this confused with our mastermind program. It is a 100% completely different thing in all ways, um, in what you're walking away with, the what's included, and like the time frame. It's like super, super different. So League is a membership. So it is a monthly ongoing membership with a 1 year minimum time commitment because, like with everything in life and in business, things that are worth having take time. You can't just expect to do things one time for 1 month and have it result in revenue for your business. It's going to be a compounding effect. So we do want you to really give it a good college try and to stick around for a year, because that's where we're going to start seeing like the best results, is like, not in month 1 or 2, but maybe in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. It is going to be networking opportunities in a virtual room on a monthly basis. We have 3 different ways we're going to be bringing networking opportunities to our League members on a rotating basis, but we'll have one monthly connection session, which is going to result in you building really amazing relationships and fostering those relationships. It is going to have an additional call. So every month will be 2 calls, a connection session and an education session. And the education sessions will always be related to networking and tied to relationship building in some way. So just to rattle off some of the topics that we kind of have in the hopper coming up over the next several months is how to maximize relationships you already have, recognizing who is in alignment with you and where you are now and where you're going, working the room at in-person events, cultivating charisma if you are maybe a little bit more shy and you need some help in the charisma area, or if you tend to be an oversharer like many of us and you need some help on like dialing it back, and like hosting your own little mini networking nights as well. So there's so many educational topics that we are going to be bringing to the table when it comes to League, and every single one is going to be hitting your business from a different direction, stacking on top of each other to result in a really beautiful culmination of the ability to build really wonderful relationships. Um, Another exciting thing, Kelly, is this was actually my husband's idea. So he
Shout
would
out to
be
James.
so annoyed if I didn't give him credit. But I love this too, honestly, because I'm like, oh, how sweet is this? We're going to be sponsoring a handful of people, a handful of members within League to actually attend major in-person networking events every year. So events like Engage, Kindred, Kinetic, all of those kinds of things. And that's going to be really exciting for our members as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I am just so excited for League. It just really feels like it's in a league of its own, honestly, when it comes to the networking, when it comes to the relationship building. And there's only so much, you guys, that can be done through social media. And as we know, social media, we love to bring the social back in social media, but ultimately it's also a marketing tool for our business. And so I feel like a lot of the social aspects have been depleted from social media, if we're being completely honest. And so we wanted to bring something to the industry, photographers, filmmakers, planners, florists, whoever you are, to be able to get in that virtual room and build relationships in a really healthy way, and really just bringing that education as to how to network at a premier level.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a piece of the puzzle that's missing in so many people's businesses because, again, we're walking you through the what, why, how, and we're like delivering it all on a silver platter for you as well. So you can really like take it and run and apply it to your own business. A few more things are included. So I would be so frustrated if I forgot to say these things because I do have like little notes here as we're recording. But you're also going to be able to access a member directory as well as an active networking opportunity directory. Again, that's like across the US based off of region. So you can really easily sort, filter, find whatever you want to find. Whether maybe like, let's say you're like, I'm going to be in New York City for a week and I would love to take an opportunity to like hit up some networking events if there are any. Like, well, great. Then that's there for you. And we're also going to be releasing exclusive monthly resources to our members as well. So, for example, if you are in league in the month of August, an active member in the month of August, you'll be getting the August resource. If you are an active member in the month of September, you'll get that one, and they will start to stack as you build time in league. And we're so excited. This is again just like something that we know is going to be a crucial piece of people's businesses because we've delivered so much education on scaling your business, and now it's time to apply all of the amazing growth you've had through your brand, creating your portfolio, all of these things, and really step into the networking arena and the relationship building arena in a powerful way.
Yes, it is truly going to be a really amazing community that Taylor and I are so excited about. And we have been working so diligently and hard over the last few months to be able to bring this resource to your business in 2025. So, again, if you are interested and you're like, yes, I need to be able to get in the room, I need the connectors to connect me, Taylor and myself, and others within League, I need to figure out where to find these networking events. I need to figure out how to leverage the opportunities when I get there in the room, and just honestly removing the guesswork of where to put your networking dollars and your networking time so that it's going to compound into something that is going to build so much faster than maybe if you tried to do it on your own. So we would love for you to apply for League. Again, we have been beta testing this over the last few weeks, and so we have amazing resources already in there. So if your application is accepted, you'll be able to hop right into that hub and be able to see all of the amazing resources right there. You don't have to wait for anything to come to you the next month. You'll be able to see all of that pre-recorded content and all of those conversations and connecting points to be able to make real changes that same day.
Yeah, and you'll be able to also see all of the like upcoming calls as well. So those are all like pre-scheduled. The topics are selected, who we're connecting with is selected. So you'll be able to like kind of hop into like the calendar and be like, great, like what's going on in July, what's going on in August, and you can like see which ones you want to like really make sure you're there live for. But if you're not there live, like we definitely believe in the replays, like because you guys, we're busy. We have a million things going on. You can't always make it live, and that's totally okay. So the replays are always available for you. And then they'll be put into the library and you can just binge watch all of those. I think that's like, who needs Netflix when you have League, you know?
Totally. Yep. Well, Taylor, any final thoughts on our big announcement?
I think the only final thought I have is how fun it is to get in on the ground floor of something that you know is going to explode. It's like meeting Taylor Swift when she was performing at a mall and like you got to like take a picture with her, and then 10 years later you're like, dang, you're like the biggest superstar in the world. Not saying that we're going to be the biggest superstars, but I do think it's like super fun to get in on the ground level, and like take things like from, you know, their original like state all the way to where they're like huge and big. And that's what we're really hoping for. We truly believe that the more is going to be the merrier of the right people within League. The more connections you can make, the better. And that is absolutely our mission here in 2025 and into 2026, is to really cultivate and grow a strong, highly curated group of wedding photographers, filmmakers, and planners so that all of us can reap the benefit of the group as a whole. And we're just really, really excited to be bringing this to the wedding industry. If you're listening on Instagram and this has sparked some interest and curiosity from you, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us over a DM. We're probably, eagerly awaiting all these conversations about League because we're just so excited about it. thelevelupco.com/league. Just one more time for you to submit an application there. And that's pretty much it, guys. The cat's out of the bag. This is it. This has been our baby for the last few months, and we're more than excited to be sharing it with you.
Yes, so we are so excited and hope to welcome you inside of League this year. It is really going to be, I think, a really incredible community for you, and we hope to see you inside.
Thank you for joining us in today's conversation. Please help us reach more filmmakers and photographers like you by taking a screenshot and sharing it to social media. And don't forget to tag us at The Level Up Co.
And join us again next week, same time, same place, as we continue to level up the industry together.